Hello everyone, how are you all? कैसे हैं आप सब? In this lecture series, we are discussing the landmark judgments of Indian Constitution. And today we are taking up an important and essential case you have heard about. You probably have heard about. This is Minerva Mills case. The citation is known as Minerva Mills versus Union of India, 1980. Let's discuss what were the facts of this case. So, Minerva Mills Limited was a private textile company. And in the month of August 1970, the government of India ordered an investigation of the company for low production under the Industries Development Regulation Act 1951. On October 1971, the government authorized the National Textile Corporation Limited to take over the management of Minerva Mills on the ground that its affairs were being managed in a manner highly detrimental to public interest. The company was then nationalized under the Sikh Textile Undertaking Nationalization Act 1974. The petitioner challenged the constitutional validity of Sikh Textile Undertaking Nationalization Act 1974. They also challenged the constitutionality of Section 4 and 55 of 42nd Constitutional Amendment. So let's discuss what were the questions of law before the Honorable Apex Court. Whether the amendments introduced by Section 4 and 55 of the Constitution 42nd Amendment Act 1976 damage the basic structure of the Constitution. So sometimes this question is asked in competitive examination that Minerva Mills case is related to what? So it is related to basic structure of the Constitution. What was held by the Honorable Supreme Court? Supreme Court held that Section 4 and 55 of the Constitutional Amendment Act 1976 introduced a number of changes. Section 4 amended Article 31C, while Section 55 inserted Clause 4 and 5 in Article 368 of the Constitution. Clause 5 purposed to remove all limitations on the amending power, while Clause 4 deprives the courts of their power to call in question any amendment of the Constitution. The Supreme Court held both the newly inserted Clause 4 and Clause 5 of Article 368 inserted wide Section 55 of these 42nd Constitutional Amendments as unconstitutional and invalid. They were found to transgress the limitations imposed on the Parliament's power to amend by the decision of this court in Keshwanand Bharti case. It held that the Parliament could not extend its amending power in order to destroy the basic structure and basic features of the Indian Constitution. The Honorable Court held that 3 articles of our Constitution and only 3 stand between the heaven of freedom into which Tagore wanted this country to awake and the abyss of unrestrained power. They are Article 14, Article 19 and Article 21. Part 3 and Part 4 stand on the same pedestal. None can be prioritized over the other. The harmony and balance between the fundamental rights and directive principle is an essential feature of the basic structure of the Constitution. The Constitution of India is founded on the bedrock of the balance between Part 3 and Part 4. To give absolute primacy to one over the other is to disturb the harmony of the Constitution. This harmony and balance between fundamental rights and directive principles is an essential feature of the basic structure of the Indian Constitution. So, my dear friends, after this brief lecture, I think you are more aware about the Minerva Mill case and you have the basic facts. What were the question of laws before the court? What was the fact of the particular case? And essentially, what was held by the Honorable Supreme Court? Stay connected and learn more about the Indian Constitution and the landmark judgments of the Supreme Court. Have a nice time.